Hi, it's Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Kermit Clean Up for 1992. So let's get started. Bean Bunny skipped up the front steps of Kermit's house and rang the doorbell. Hi, Bean said. When Kermit answered the door, are you ready to go to the park? Before Kermit had time to answer, his mother called him from the living room. Kermit, she said, don't forget about the basement. Oh, suck, Kermit said with a sigh. I did forget. Sorry, Bean. I can't go. I promised my mother I'll clean out the basement. It won't be as much fun without you, Bean said. If I help you clean, maybe we still have time to go to the park. With two of us working, we'll be done hippity hop. You mean lickety split, Kermit asked. Whatever, said Bean. Come on, let's get to work. So Kermit and Bean carried the cleaning supplies down the basement stairs. Wow, said Beans, as he looked at all the things in the basement. This stuff looks great. Are you kidding? Kermit said. It's going to be a lot of hard work. Sorting through everything, then we have to lug things up the stairs, up the steps, so my mom or dad can take them to the dump. Bean pointed to a big box in the corner of the room. You are not going to throw that out, are you? He asked. Why would we want to keep it? Said Kermit. It's not good for anything. I can't imagine 20 things it would be good for, and that's before I really start using my imagination, said Bean. Kermit looked at the box and then at Bean. What kind of things? He asked. If we cut out the windows and a door, it would make a great playhouse. Or we could turn it on its side and pretend it's a cave, Bean said. You're good. Right, you're a good pretender, Bean, said Kermit. My granny bunny taught me all about pretending. She called it putting on your imagination cap, Bean explained. Granny says there's a lot of ways of looking at some things. With imagination cap on, you can pretend all kinds of things. As Bean talked, he walked around the basement, opening boxes and looking inside. Wow, he said, you have some of the best junk I had ever seen. Look at this box of old pots and pans. What we could do with them, Kermit. Ack looked, Ack looking puzzled. Bean thought for a moment. I have got it, he said. We'll turn that big box into a castle and we'll be knights. And the pots and pans can be our armor, Kermit said. Now your imagination cap is starting to work, said Bean. Come on, let's get going. Kermit grabbed the broom and began to sweep while Bean hopped about with the mop, uh, clearing dust and cobwebs from the ceiling. When they had finished cleaning, they moved all the boxes and odd and end to the middle of the basement floor. Then they set to work sorting out things they could use. While Kermit cut a door in the big box, Bean found two smaller, narrow boxes. He set them on top of the big box. They are the towers on a castle, he explained. In a corner of the basement, Bean found some old paint cans. One of the cans had some gray paint left in it. This will be perfect for painting our castle, he said. Then Kermit found a small blue wading pool. This will make a great moat for our castle, he said. Bean agreed. Now your imagination cap is working full blast, he said. They used two cylinder blocks and a plank to make a bridge over the moat. Next, Kermit found a set of long green curtains. Well, I guess we can throw these out, he said. Oh no, said Beans. We'll hang them behind our castle. They'll be the forest where the wicked dragon lives. So, with some old garden hose, they hung the green curtains. Beans stepped back to admire their work. Now all we need is a horse, he said. How about using this old sawhorse? Kermit suggested. Great idea, said Bean. First they painted the wood gray, then Bean placed an old boot on one end of the a sawhorse. Kermit wiped off the paintbrush he had been using and tied it on the other end. When they were done, both Beans and Kermit agreed they made a pretty good looking horse. The basement was no longer a mess of boxes and stuff piled everywhere. It now looked like a magical playroom. Everything is ready except for us, said Bean, and he tied a pot lid on his head. He strapped a cookie sheet around his chest and picked up a spatula to use as a sword. Kermit used a roasting pan lid as a shield, a pot for his helmet, and a wooden spoon as his lance. He and Beans were two very fine-looking knights. All afternoon they rode their horses, fought dragons, and rescued princesses. This is the most fun I had ever had cleaning up, Kermit told Bean. My granny bunny was right, Bean replied. Everything can be more fun when you are wearing an imagination cap. Let's talk about imagination. Bean and Kermit had a big job to do. It might have been really boring, but they used their imagination, and that made doing the job a lot of fun. Here are some questions about imagination for you to think about. What are some games that you can play that use your imagination? Are there some things that have are there some things that you have to do, like straightening up your toys, that you could make more fun by using your imagination? How could you do that? So that was Kermit Clean Up for 1992. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment. Have a groovy day, but another video coming out real soon.